Hey guys, welcome to Princess Ninja and Keto TGIF. Welcome to the sunshiny state of Florida where it is 7:07 a.m. and it is 46 degrees. So definitely this is my jam. Like somewhere between 45 and 55 degrees in the morning and 65 and 75 degrees in the afternoon is my jam. That's like my favorite weather, perfect temperatures. Let me tell you, okay, so I'm down again. Not just a little this time. I went down a full pound yesterday, which really is shocking since I ate so much veg. But I told you I've been waking up multiple times during the night and going pee. And I don't know if that's because of the hot heating blanket. I'm using a heating blanket on my bed, and some of you think you live in Florida. Why? Because my husband keeps our house like an ice box. And I'm freezing. And I have found that my feet are cold all the time since I've lost weight. So I also suffer from bradycardia. Now I have a pacemaker which paces my heart at a minimum rate of 55, because if I did not have a pacemaker, my heart rate would go into the 30s and 20s at night while I was sleeping, and that posed a huge issue for me for about 13 years before they finally gave me a pacemaker. So my heart rate, people with slower heart rates tend to, their appendages get cold. I also suffer from rheumatoid arthritis, and I have Raynaud's disease, where if my hands, my feet get cold, there's a circulatory issue there, a nerve, some neuropathy from having a chronically low heart rate for so long. I do have some nerve damage in the ends of my fingers and toes, so I do tend to get cold a little bit easier than most. Anyway, I don't know if it's I've been sleeping deeper. I have noticed deeper sleep. I'm seeing more REM sleep, and I'm seeing less frequency of me waking up, except for the fact that now I'm waking up 2-3 times a night to pee. Now that could just be my body getting rid of the water weight. It could be a temporary thing that's happening. We'll see in a couple days. If it still continues me waking up 3-4 times at night, then I'm still in water weight loss. I'm going to keep the heating blanket on nights that I need it. Maybe being warmer at night helps me sleep deeper. I'm not sure if it's a combination of both, if one has nothing to do with the other. I'm guessing here. So what I want to tell you today is that my channel is a vlog. It's a daily vlog. I love coming every day and feeling like I'm talking to a friend, because I only have a very few real life friends that I can actually pick up the phone and call and say, hey, this is what's going on with me today. People who understand how weird I am and still love me. People who know how neurotic I can get, how OCD I can get, and they have found they're a beautiful compliment to my life and my heart, because they know how to talk me off the ledge. And a lot of you guys through messaging have become my friend like that. A lot of you in your very loving comments have become my friend like that. But this is a vlog meant for entertainment purposes, and I'm hoping you're learning something from my channel. One of the biggest reasons that I've never become a learning channel is because I have felt inadequate. I have felt unequipped. I have not reached my goal weight. Therefore, I've always felt like, who's going to want to listen to somebody teach keto that can't even make their own goals, right? I mean, I'm just being 100% honest with you. This is raw and honest, and it's actually very painful to talk about out loud. So I'm sharing this with you. Be nice. Number 2, I haven't taught keto because there's so many different forms of keto, and people have become so viciously opinionated that if you're not doing it exactly the way that they've been taught, or exactly the way that they were successful doing it, everyone else is wrong but them. They get on a high horse, they get on a tangent, they start demeaning, they start browbeating, they start scolding anyone else that's teaching it a different method. They forget that we're all individuals in different income levels, individuals with different family structures, individuals with different goals and metabolic conditions. For instance, if this is a 30-year-old, 300-pound woman and it's her first time ever doing a diet, she's going to be largely successful no matter what version of keto she does, and of course until she gets down to the final 20-30 pounds. If you have a woman that is over 50, menopausal like myself, postmenopausal, who has chronically dieted and suffered from eating disorders, my metabolism is not going to be in the same place as yours. So I'm going to have to stick with the weight loss portion of any ketogenic, whatever plan I'm following, for much longer, which means I need to make it sustainable for me. Right? Sustainable for me may mean that one time a week I allow myself a fat bomb. Sustainable for me may mean that on Sundays I make it a tradition to eat a whole entire pint of ice cream. Whatever that one thing is that makes this journey sustainable is a success in itself. It may not make sense for your journey. It may not make medical sense. You may be able to find 16 articles and post the link in a comment saying that I'm doing it wrong. But let's take off the judgment hats, okay? Because none of us, without medically examining, seeing their blood work, their thyroid function, their hormone levels, knowing what they drink and eat every second of the day, have any place, or medical degree at that, have any place at all to tell somebody else what they're doing wrong. We don't. I trust the doctors, like Thomas DeLauer. He's not really a doctor, but he has enough credentials that I trust him when I'm listening to him talk about his version of ketogenics. I like him because he approaches it from a scientific approach. I love Dr. Westman with the simplified version. I don't actually agree with 100% of how Dr. Westman does it, but he does it from an approach that he sees thousands of obese, metabolically damaged people. He gets them on the quickest recovery, the quickest road to recovery. I love Dr. Jason Fung. I think he has taken the time and research to talk about intermittent fasting. I love Dr. Mindy, Belez? Anyway, so I trust all of these doctors, and I think their specialty in their own genre. I think all of them kind of have their own lane, but I respect them as professionals. But even the doctors are humble enough to say, look, there's other ways to do this. If it's working for you, great. If it's not working for you, try this or try this. There's hundreds of influencers out there, and we have to come back to an age of personal accountability. I may seem like a credible person, but just because I eat A, B, and C on keto doesn't mean that it's going to fit for you. Your body's going to have a different glycemic response. Your body's going to have different allergies, food sensitivities. You might be different sleep patterns. You might need more energy because maybe your metabolism is not quite as broken as myself. I don't believe that anyone is 100% right. No one is 100% wrong. Unless you're eating cake every day, fasting. Maybe you're doing OMAD and you're eating cake every day and calling it keto. I might insert my opinion on that. But I think we have to go back to a day of letting people decide for themselves what fits best in their life. Someone may relate to me that doesn't relate to somebody else. Maybe my favorite keto YouTuber. She may relate to me, may not relate to her. She may relate to Tamra and not relate to me. She may relate to Joni and not relate to Tamra. We gotta let these people choose their own people, their own tribe. You guys are my Ninja Nation. I wouldn't be here without you, and I hope that you're here for the journey. And don't take everything that I say as gospel. I hope you all are rational enough people to know that I'm doing what works in my life, with my budget, with my eating disorders, with my metabolism, with my medical conditions. I'm doing what works for me. It may not work for you. And I'm going to leave you all with that because I know you're rational and reasonable people. Anyway, let's celebrate that I'm down another pound. Down another pound. Holy cow, guys. That's 4 pounds in 16 days. Feeling good. I know most of it's water weight, but I'm still going to feel good. I am 2.8 pounds away from my lowest weight. TGIF, guys. I will see you at lunchtime. Guys, this is what lunch looks like when I don't do meal prep. I just grab anything I have. Now, I try to keep these packets on hand at all times. They cost about $3.50 a piece, but they are wild-caught Alaskan salmon. They're safe catch, so they're, you know, the practices that they use to catch these fish are as cruelty-free as you're going to get when harvesting fish. They use very clean practices to run their fishery. So this is some wild-caught salmon. I've got 2 packages of that. I've got a Nick Stick spicy chicken or turkey chicken. And then I've got some True Story chicken. This is my favorite chicken in the whole world. And then I've got 3 hard-boiled eggs with 2 slices of pickle. And that's my lunch and breakfast. All right, guys, I'm going to call this my smoked turkey Munster club salad. It's 2 cups of romaine lettuce, a quarter of a cucumber peeled, a quarter of a tomato chopped, 1 hard-boiled egg quartered. It's 3 ounces of smoked turkey with 3 slices of Munster cheese and 2 tablespoons of blue cheese dressing, topped off with 1 teaspoon of bacon bits. Oh, and 2 pepperoncini peppers. Guys, welcome to my winter wonderland. I'm sorry that this is coming to you late, but as you can see, it's late tonight. By the time I got home, I did my floors. I started a load in the dishwasher, started a load of laundry. I picked up all the rugs, put fresh rugs down, lit some candles, bleached my countertops. I'm bleaching my mop heads. I steam cleaned my floors. I stripped the dog bed, and I've got some laundry ready to go tomorrow. I made myself that beautiful salad, and it's late now. So this is my yard. Merry Christmas. And it's starting to feel like Christmas too. It's so cold. It's been so cold this week. But just thought you'd like to see a little piece of my paradise. This is my front yard for Christmas. My husband and I love Christmas, so that's why we get all the lights. And we do the colorful lights because, you know, you've got so many of these houses that look like they come right out of a magazine with all the white or blue glass lights. We like the color. We want the kids to just be like, wow. And we finally do have some little kids in the neighborhood, so we put out the colorful lights. Anyway, every year it seems to get a little bigger. This year we've had some bad strands, like the one you see down there by the edge of the road. We've had some bad strands of lights this year, like the one that's missing. But we'll get it all figured out. Next year we'll go even bigger. So I had a great day today. I had a great day. So you've seen everything I've eaten. I stuck with the plan today, feeling really super positive about the 4.2 pounds that I've lost in the 16 days since I started Dr. Westman's plan. And that's all I got for you tonight. I will see you tomorrow with another daily vlog. It'll be Saturday shenanigans. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bugs bite.